Rawr. Rawr.
When you feel it coming down, the beat goes around and in a row. Rawr. Can I get a row?
Rawr.
Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a roar. Can I get a roar? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off and be told whenever he's live. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a roar? Roar. You can get a roar. The object of the day to put a smile on your face. All the fans know how much he appreciates. Roar. You can get a roar. Roar. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Weirdo's got your back, and just like that, you get a roar. Can I get a roar? You can get a roar. Roar. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a roar? Roar. You can get a roar. Roar. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Bear's got your back, and just like that, you get a roar. Can I get a roar? You can get a roar. Roar. Roar.
Every one of you that has just put in flip-flop Crocs, you're banned. There you go, that's like 160 people banned as soon as we start. Hope you're all enjoying your day. Moist toenails. So what is wrong with you people? What's wrong with you? I'm assuming flip-flop Crocs came from my sister from another mister, Cheza Doodle. Is that about right? Have we nailed it there? From the Doodles. Thank you, Paranormal by the Sea. You have just grassed her up. Doodle, you're fired. Again. It's my fault, Beardo. I'll take the hammer for the flip-flop Crocs. No, you can take the axe. The axe. Where's it gone? You leave my foot phobia alone, you weirdos. That sideboard looks old in your living room. What? A lot of the furniture in the house is old because Mrs. Geek upcycles unloved stuff. Her initial plan was she was going to buy all this furniture, upcycle it, and then sell it. But now we don't have a corner of the house without furniture in it. However, she has started to sell some stuff after 8 years. Bless. It's raining here. A huge hurricane hit half of the US. Yeah, I did see a comment from Sumaki early on when I went live to see that she was safe from it. Because, gee, that looked scary. You know, we all sit in the UK like, oh my god, the weather's so bad. We don't get extreme heat very often. We don't get extreme cold very often. Our weather is meh. I will take our British weather of meh over what you guys get in the States all day, every day. Even the wind out there kills people. Fucking tornadoes and shit. Nah. Chez's live. I was in Chez's live for a while, but I've had things to do today. I'm still... I've had to sign up with an accountancy firm to take the financial thing away from it. I used to do it all myself while I was working, but now this is my main... It's an absolute bollock. I couldn't even set my own company on Company's House. Ali B, thank you for the 6 months. If you feel like Crocs, all you have to do is ask. I don't. I don't like Crocs. I mean, at least Crocs cover your feet. But when you're wearing them with socks, then you're a pervert. Just saying. Right, I better do the participants before too many people. There's 230 people watching already. Hi. Okay, so tonight we have a Wakefield acrylic art by Bo and Ann. AL321, Alex on Wheels, Ali B, Amber Lewis, Amy and Ozzy, Angie Brooke, Anita Drake, Anna Banana, Helena M, thank you for the 17 months. Love the community, Beardo, you're doing wonderfully. Thank you, Helena M. How's the family? I hope everyone's well. Sorry, where was I? Anna Banana, Anything, Arts and Craft Lady, AV Stevie, Asriel the Fiend, Bailey, Bean Sawyer, Big Bearded Viking, Big Time Ando, Blue Sky Lissa, Bob the Beard, Bucky 1961, Brian Harrington, Brian Reinhardt, Bubba, Caroline Saxby, Catherine Lawrence, Celtic Queen, Chesa Doodle, you're fired. Chris Ewell, Christian Swainpoil, I said that right, Evie Vonk's Crib, oh, you've changed your name, EVV's Crib. Thank you very, very much for the 4 months of early access. I appreciate you. Cody Breman, Collie Crazy, Craig Adams, Denise Flood, Datsun 510, Dawn Emery, Don't Do It Dave, Doomed Lottie, Dorset Paranormal Investigators, Dragon Ranger, Ember, Eric Turner, EVV's Crib, Fairy in the Chat, Tonya, Fantastic Publishing, Fahab, you beautiful bastard, Firefly Kelly, Fran Bowers, Garden Crafter, Ghostis Paranormal, Jill Cranston, Glasgow Ghost Hunters, Greg Lane, Hayes Grimes, Helena M, Home Slice, Horror of Horror. Make sure you get her name right. People take the piss. And I'll fuck them up in Paranormal Sins. Jimmy Watson, Joker Man, Jolene, John Boy Patton, Catherine Ransom, Kenny Biddle, how are you doing, sir? Kim Martinez wearing the Beardo Weirdo shirt. I've lost it. Kitty Etheridge, Lady Godiva, Laura Wilson, Lil Carl, Lionheart, Liz Gowler, Maggie C, Mags McLeod, Major Skaz, Major Truth, Mamab's Awakening, Mandy Rochelle, Mark Bowles, Matt and Weller, Mia Buck, Michael Berksine, Moist Cooter. Moist Cooter? What's that? Just Doodle, thank you for the £2. I didn't do anything, suck my ass, Beardo. You can suck my ass. Everyone coming in here talking about flip-flops and socks. You weirdo. Monique D, Mrs. Geek, the beautiful wife with a night off. I know, she's got a night off. Nancy, Nicola Proctor, One Annalise, PNC Paranormal, Paranormal by the Sea, Parathusiasts, Mark Bowles, thank you for the 10 months. Keep up the good work. I shall try. If you listen to my comment section lately, apparently I'm shit at everything. 45,000 subscribers, you whiny bitch. Paul Dolan, PTD, Sam C, Sam Edwards, hello friend, Santa, what you saying, Sarah Burton, Scottish Pride, Sean Underwood, Skazdia, Smith, Paranot Normal. I'm glad you put that video up, Smith. Sophie Cantlow, Spider Queen, Stacey Smart, Stacey, Sue Mackey, Sun Bless, Super JJ, Surrey Supernatural, Teddy Baloo, The Crawling Chaos, The Yummy Donut, Tia Scott, Turtle Dove, Watford Billy, Wayne Dawson, and Wayne Slager. Whew. Don't ask about much Cooter, Beardo. What's Cooter? What's a Cooter? Wait, is that another name for a... Right, is Cooter rude? Mark Bowles, thank you very, very much for the 10 gifted. You bloody legend. Thank you very, very much. Almost 300 in here already. I know, and I didn't even put anyone in the thumbnail that I was going to take the piss out of. Imagine that. All for me? Hey, Kenny got gifted. Let's go. So did Anita Drake. Helena M with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Helena M. 45.2k. Thank you for correcting me there, Arts and Craft lady. Big list. Huge list. Penny drops. She's Cooter, another name for a lady front bit. Is that what that is? Beardo gets scared, Cooter equals bearded clam. Oh. I'm not American. I never called anything a Cooter before. Booyah! Kenny Biddle, have you been hacked by a 15-year-old chav? Yes, that's what Cooter means. Right, I've stopped saying the word Cooter, I think. Paranormal Truth, how are you doing? Hope all is well. We survived the hurricane in Florida. Scary. The American weather is terrifying. I don't want to live there. Yes, Beardo. Yes, Beardo. Okay. Shit. Super JJ, thank you for the 5 months. Glad to be back home, Beardo. Got to catch up. It's been a busy week. Tuesday's live was absolute insanity. over 800 people for the majority of the stream, which was mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. And I was worried that people weren't going to tune in for a live reaction. Okay, 30 minutes in, everyone was like, turn the twins off, they suck. And I agreed. E.g. lately, us Americans are crazy for sure. I'm not reading that word anymore. I've just realised what it is. People eat cooter stew. What? My body may be old and fat, but I still act like a teenager. Hey, Kenny Biddle. I mean, I sit in a room surrounded by Marvel Legends and Star Wars figures and DC figures and horror figures, and I'm a real boy. My birthday, Beardo. Can I get a rar? Sandra Picorni. Of course you can. Happy birthday to you. Trying to find the button.
Rawr. Rawr.
And for everyone that has already gifted and subbed and all of that, and all that amazing stuff that really helps me to keep the lights on, especially after yesterday. Whoa! You just tickled my balls.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Craig Adams, thank you for the 16 months at early access. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. Love Chez's live. It's good to see Doodle streaming again, because some of you may not know this. She probably doesn't mind me saying it, but she stopped streaming because of toxicity. Not on this platform initially. Just people being horrible. It's good to see her with the confidence to come back. Well done, Doodle. Could we get a round of applause in the chat for Doodle? While I cough up everything. DC or Marvel? Both. I don't get the arguments between DC and Marvel, Star Wars and Star Trek. I love it all. I'm just a nerd, you know? I love all of that stuff. If I had to say one is my favourite over the others, it would be Marvel, especially in comics. Marvel was always my favourite as a kid. So there you go. And Superman sucks. I don't like Superman. Helena M, thank you for the $20. Just because we appreciate you, Helena M. You can have a tickle as well.
Hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Hey, look at the rounds of applause there for Doodle coming back. Look at it. Beardo loves all DC and Marvel dollies. They're not dollies. They are collectible action figures. I'm not even banning you for it.
Go fuck yourself.
As you told by a Marvel powerhouse. Superman is weak. That's why I don't like Superman, is he's overpowered and fucking Boy Scout. At least Batman's got a bit of darkness behind him, you know? Chezo was great live. We're all now doodle poodles. I suppose it's better than what I tried to get at the caller community, which was Doodles Diddlers. She's like, I'm not doing that. Selfish. Julia, thank you for the $2. Beardo loves feet. Major Scars with the £2. Crocs, bleh. I agree. Julia. DC try hard to be Marvel. All they got is Batman and Superman. And they got The Flash. DC's got a rich comic book history. I like both. Just Marvel just pips it for me because I'm a huge, huge fan of X-Men. Like, DC animated movies are fantastic. Marvel have never done as good. Adorn me, please, Beardo. Yeah, damn skibbity. I said skibbity. Fuck. God damn it, Mr. Gree. Thank you, Bubble Wrap.
Oh, fuck off. Adorn me, Beardo. Fucking A! It's perfect.
And if you can hear random tippity-tap, click, 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 click in the background, the daughter is sat directly opposite me on Mrs. Geek's PC. And the other day, she was like, hey, I got an idea. You can have more room in your studio. We'll put the PC and the desk up in my bedroom. No. Andrew loves his content. Can we have a dude bro? Yes, you can have a dude bro.
Dude! Bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
Doof Doof Paranormal with the 20 Australian dollars. On my way home from the UK at Heathrow now. UK was fantastic. Seeing you and I'm fish and chips was a highlight. Poor Doof Doof. Obviously, she was in the UK anyway. And we'd arranged to meet up and do something. A lot of plans that we were trying to come up with fell through. I was like, don't worry about it. We can meet up in Cardiff. I can take you... Doof Doof's a huge Torchwood fan. I can take you to the sites around there. And then we'll just go and I'll take you somewhere. Everywhere I tried to take her. Everywhere I tried to take her. Closed. Couldn't find it. Roads had changed. No parking spaces. It was a ball ache. But she... fair play, Karen. She didn't moan. She was just like, it's a beautiful country. It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? And then she's like, are you on the right side of the road? I was like, no, I'm not. The road split off and I accidentally went... I thought I was taking a junction and I wasn't. I was going onto the wrong side of a dual carriageway and realised just in time. DC was around way before Marvel and Stan Lee has even admitted to be... Yeah, I mean, Deadpool is a famous one. They stole Deadpool from Deathstroke and called him Wade Wilson to throw shade at DC for Slade Wilson. Yes, I love it. Pap and Beardo. We watched Doodles live as well. It's good to see so many people. I mean, when I was watching, she was up over 50 viewers. I checked back in after I'd finished doing some stuff, and she was over 60, so... Congratulations, Doodle. I think that was the first live stream on YouTube as well that's not on a gaming channel. So, fair play to you. Marvel vs. DC. DC got it with the first Keaton Nicholson. Marvel caught on with Blade. But Blade, technically, had very little to do with Marvel in the movie department. I know he was a Marvel character, but he was just bought, you know... Don't forget how much trouble Marvel got into in the 90s and sold pretty much everything. PS5 gamer Chian, can you mention me, please? Just did. Enjoy. Kim Adriazzoni, thank you for the $5. Did you get my email yet? I sent it through Facebook. How did you email me through Facebook? What? Is it on the Beardo Get Scared Facebook? I was in Merthyr Tydfil last week, camped in a cloud. Merthyr is, it's got some spectacular views, but wow, what a hole. Have a safe trip. Yes, Karen, have a safe trip. And at least when you get back to Oz, it'll be warm. Although the day I took Karen out around Cardiff, we had quite a pleasant day. I was in shorts and t-shirt. Karen was dressed like she was going to the Antarctic. Do you have a favourite horror action figure? I've got a collection of NECAs. You can see a box there, there's a box there, there's a box there, there's a box down there. They're all on display in my living room. But I think the Kessler Wolf is my favourite from, obviously, American Werewolf in London. I had a complete brain fart then. Image Comics has spawned for me. I have got a first print, first edition, Spawn #1 comic mounted on my wall over there in a frame. And the next 96 issues all in a box. Good evening, Walk in the Weird. Good evening, Jake the Muss. Nick, how's the camel? I'm choking on air again, and I don't know why it happens. Long live Evil Ernie from Chaos Comics. Can I get a wee? Of course you can. Lena, don't worry if you've missed lives. I'm live all the time. Even if I'm not live doing this, I'm live gaming or shouting at people. I am worried to watch Gambit with Channing Tatum play. He does it well. Now, you may not know this, but Gambit, the area of the states that Gambit is from, the Louisiana swamps and his tribe and everything, Channing Tatum is from there, and his natural accent would be closer to what Gambit's was. So I'm all up for it. I think when they were trying to cast him years ago, he was a good decision. Mrs. Geek, you got to come on with Beard. Mrs. Geek won't come on tonight because she was nights last night. She hasn't had very much sleep at all, so she won't. Thanks, everyone. I take off soon. Safe travels, doof doof. Safe travels to you indeed. Good evening to the Undertaker. How are you doing this evening? Pooh. No, I wanted to get a Xenomorph, but I don't want to get the one that looks like a toy. Any recommendations? NECA Real Toys. I know it says Real Toys, but that's what these are. Can I open that without pulling it off the wall? Yeah, these. They do Aliens and Predator. Different. There's loads of Aliens and Predators of them, but they can get a bit costly because they sell out all the time. You've got your own card in a frame signed by Todd. I'd love to get my issue 1 Spawn signed by Todd. The Bayou area. Yes. Beto, can PS5 gamer Kian get a ban? Oi! PS5 gamer Kian? You're banned. Odd request. Would you consider coming on my podcast to talk paranormal fuckery? Would love to have you on, truly. Journey Through the Gate Paranormal Portal podcast. Hit up the email address in my channel description. I've got a few people that are waiting on me to become available because busy guy. Copy me.
Yes, Carl. I've heard just over there. I've heard it gets very moist down the middle. Copy me. What was that?
I think that just stopped early and I don't know why. And am I still alive? Because my stream just disappeared. I am still alive. Helena M, I've seen the Rona is doing the rounds bad again. I know Crow has got it. Joe Vitale's got it. So I'm not talking to them in case they give it to me. Shame about Dame Maggie Smith. Yeah, it is. I mean, she was an old woman when I was a kid. She was in Hook, and she was an old lady then. But she's never aged since being that old lady in Hook. I think everyone knows who she is. So, yeah, massive shame that. New York Yankees. Hey, Beardo, it's Lee from Really Haunted, a Northern Paranormal team. Thanks for debunking my latest video. Right, I get it. Lee from Really Haunted and Northern Paranormal. Right, I get it. A lot of people said he looked like Lee. You can contact Beardo at beardosteam@gmail.com. Thank you, Doodle. Hope they don't mess up the new Alien film. The first one of my favourite films. I think the first Alien is one of the best horror movies. It's definitely in my top 5. Yeah. Although it fluctuates what films make my top 5 depending on what I've watched recently, you know. Evening, YouTube thought I needed to see a new video from the Most Haunted channel. Not sure why. More craps soon, I'm sure. Oh, dear. Hey, so on Tuesdays, reactionary videos. Should we do Most Haunted on Tuesday? Doodle, do me a favour. Create a poll in the chat, will you? Tuesdays live, Most Haunted, yes or no? Obviously, yes, we react. No, we don't. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'd like to see a lot more done about Gambit, him, Wolverine, and Psylocke after my favourite X-Men. I mean, I'm a huge, huge X-Men fan, as most of you can probably tell. I mean, I've got... That's just the X-Men 97 line. I've got X-Men stuff there. Loads of Deadpool. I'm a nerd, you know. Oh, don't just type yes. Doodle's going to do it. Alright, there's more yeses than anything else. I guess we don't need the poll. Never mind, Doodle. Aliens was a great... It was. Very claustrophobic and, you know, outside of the ship can kill you. Inside the ship can kill you. And the alien bleeds acid, so if you shoot it or make it bleed, you're dead. Fantastic. Less annoying than the twins. Fair enough. So make sure you hit that poll and... Fuck. 99% of people are saying yes in the poll. Machine Airsoft, how are you doing? Welcome in, my friend. Hi, Beto. Sorry I'm late. Rose has maths homework and I'm out of my depth. I can't help. Because as a lot of people noticed, on the return of Paranormal Sins, I clearly couldn't count to 50. There's a few comments like, hey, your numbers were off. And I was like, the first sin I accidentally deleted the bit out where I explained what it was for, and I explained that the bit that I deleted was I've seen them for the warning graphic content when nothing happened. That's why there was one out, but by the end of it, I think I was 3 out. Your haircut looks fantastic. I hate it. I wish I'd never cut it. But I'm not growing it back. Never liked the thought of something going down your throat that looks like a spider. Looks like a vajayjay with legs. The old face hugger. Most Haunted at 45, like you, grew up loving Most Haunted on live, got me into the paranormal. I think Most Haunted got most of us. If all of us, especially UK-based paranormal fans or investigators, if you're honest, every one of us were influenced by Most Haunted. Because when they started, there was nothing like it. Which is, oh, thank you, fantastic. Doodle, I can't wait to watch you replay if the live is still up. Sorry I missed it. Anyone want these gravy and chips? I can't finish them, but I devoured the battered sausage. Battered sausage, ooh. Tasty, gives me heartburn. Yo, 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 I'm here. What are we doing? Are we doing Beardo? DLA Alternative Podcast. I'm very good, thank you. Just chilling with the community, you know. But it looks like Tuesday's live is going to be Most Haunted. Beardo, slowly accepting getting old. Yeah, I'm doing really well at growing old gracefully. One guy commented on my recent video, great content, but you got too much stuff. Get rid of it. No. How dare you? Face huggers are like spiders with a massive wang. Yeah, but when they jump at your face, have a good look at the centre. H.R. Geiger is a bit of a pervert, you know? The alien's head looks like a giant cock. The face hugger looks like a vagina with legs. Beardo, can me and Roger get a rar, please? Raven Almighty and Roger, rar.
Rawr. Rawr.
Ghost Hunters and Taps got you into it? I mean, I was into Most Haunted, and then when Taps came out, I was like, ooh, this is better. This seems to be more realistic based. And, yeah. Always loved Most Haunted at Halloween. I did. Me and the boys, I mean, I had a flat a couple of miles from where I live now. We'd all pile into the house, crack open some beers, watch Most Haunted. Poor Kev, one of the boys, he was always designated driver. I didn't drive at the time. And we'd all go around all the abbeys and castles and try to recreate what they were doing. Didn't record any of it. Just for a laugh, it started off as. But you soon become like... I said copy me. Why aren't you throwing any stones? Most Haunted, gotta be better than the twins. I didn't realise how many people were legitimately like, those pair can F off. Look at them. I thought, there's technically 3 of them. One ghost said to the other ghost, I can see through you. Mystic Mimo, how are you doing? I've seen COPD and the humidity is high, so I'm hanging out in the chat. Sweet Goth BF TV, how are you doing? I'm 42. I've cut my long hair and taken up my facial piercings. My facial piercings came out 7 or 8 years ago. It might even be longer than that now. I want to do that. I got wrinkles. Look. I'm getting old. Found myself looking at pension and realised I was old, approaching 50. I had a pension letter today. Look. It's obviously because I've changed employment and stuff, but... Ugh. My daughter was about 3 to 4 and she used to cry laughing at Vet Field and screaming Almost Haunted. There you go. Everyone else in the UK was dumb as shit because a 3 or 4-year-old was like, that's funny. It's not scary. Go quiet for a bit. Nom Noms are here. Enjoy the Nom Noms Scottish pride. What's Moist Haunted? That's Carl Beatty's ass after... No, I can't. Pass. You'll find out on Tuesday if you've never seen Most Haunted. Not Moist. She would whistle and ask the spirits to copy. She would. In fact, we've got a perfect clip of Yvette Fielding saying, copy me.
Yes, Carl. I've heard just over there. I've heard it gets very moist down the middle. Copy me. What was that?
There you go. Corvette Wielding. I mean, Yvette Fielding. enthusiasts, how are you doing? Okay, 96% of people have said yes to reacting to Most Haunted live. So we'll do the same thing. If we get to 30 minutes and everyone is like, please turn this shit off and go back to just chatting, that's what we'll do. Ask Lee to come on an investigation with you. No. There are certain people that I won't give the time of day to. Even if Lee was to come out and say, okay, he got me, I faked it a lot, all of it, can we be friends now? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. I have accepted apologies from other people, doesn't mean I want to be friends with them. I can accept the apology, move along, move on with my content, they can move on with their content, that's fine. But I'm also not going to stand up for them when other people are like, hey, I don't forget that shit you did, and I'm going to keep making videos about it. You deserved it. There you go. Oh, do you like my t-shirt? I wish I was stood up now. I've got the Halloween movie cover on the back. And the night he came home on the front. Xavier, buy one, get one free on t-shirts. I bought this one for me, and Mrs. Geeker bought the Pennywise one. Most Haunted will probably be comedy gold, to be fair. I think so. I think we're all going to have a good laugh for that. Without being as annoyed by...
Dude! Bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
When is a Jason Hawes and Beardo investigation going to happen? Either when I get to the States or when Hawes gets to the UK. The Atlantic Ocean is a bit of an issue for me. I can't drive through it. And I don't have a passport yet. Ceridwen Ac Henry, I hope I said that right. Thank you for the 50 Knox. N-O-K, I'm not sure what that is. Norwegian? First time I managed to catch a stream at the right time. Can I get a dude, bro? I've just done one, but you can.
Dude! Bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
Barbara the Alien. Happy birthday to you. Can we get some happy birthdays in the chat for Barbara the Alien, please? I added you and Mrs. Geek as my friends on my new account, Beardo. What? Oh. Moist feet flip-flop wearer. Get out, you banned. %, prefer Most Haunted over those two idiots. I mean, Most Haunted, there's about 9 idiots, but I know, they're less loud. Norwegian Kroner, thank you very, very much. Hey! I was right! I got something right. Hey, Tigbits, how are you doing? Mouse Moss Green, hello to you. Demon, that Billy bullshit. Billy's up there. Call him happy birthday to you, Barbara. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Mad Mountain Pain, 9-inch toenails. James, you can get out as well. Flip-flops and jeans, fight me. Like, I'm all up for just setting fire to every flip-flop in the world. I think they're disgusting. And my wife wears them. I still don't like them. Thanks all, Beardo, and this awesome community helping to cheer me up. B-Rad, you're very, very welcome. We aim to please, you know. At last, we caught you live. Just want to say how much we enjoy your channel, Beardo. Fiona and Vinny. Fiona and Vinny, I appreciate you. Thank you for dropping into a live. Hope you have a good time here. Fridays, just chatting to you guys, reading out comments and general tomfoolery, pressing buttons and banning people. When you come to the Midlands, I'll be in charge of Pebbles. Fair enough, Jeekmas. They're still warm. What? Evening, Beardo. Enjoyed the Paranormal Sins video and loved the calm reply on the video by Debbie, who was in it. Yeah, I didn't... Because I've never watched Paranormal 54 before, I was unaware that there was 2 separate teams working together. And the lady from the other team, she has been so nice in the comment section. People can learn from this lady, because she was like, do you know what, you've brought up some valid points. We do have night vision, however, the other team don't, so we couldn't go into night vision, hence how dark the videos were. And I was like, cool, fine, fair enough. By all means, give you, you know, your own feedback and feedback into me what's going on. But she seems to have taken it really well. Whereas Paranormal 54 posted on Facebook, "Look, Mum, I've made it." I don't think your mum is going to be proud about how fucking stupid you looked, idiot. Do you know what does my head in? The amount of over 50 insurance letters I've had. I ain't dead and my children are self-sufficient. Stop trying to get me to pay more insurance. Hit the slime button, Beardo gets scared. Faith Burrows, hello to you. I identify as a sandal. My pronouns are flip-flop. Fuck. Or thongs as the upside down... Mark! But yeah, they call them thongs. If my wife left the house with thongs on her feet, we'd get arrested. Beardo, can we check to see if Zach Baggins has pulled yet? Yes, we can. Zach! How are you getting on with that bird in the bakery?
Hello there. How you doing? You come here often?
Every day.
Oh, why is that?
I work here.
Yeah.
He's still striking out. Hello, everybody. Hello to you, Brian Reinhardt. Thanks for keeping me company while I work from home. Found your vids a bit ago and just put them on to play while I work. Scarlet Musings, do not drink. Do not drink anything, because I've had a few complaints this week about people spitting drinks into their laptops, newspapers, or whatever else. Miss Jackie, wow, Miss Jackie, I know you're a fan of Paranormal 54, but I think the guy is an asshole. No two ways about it. He's going to bitch and moan about me on Facebook, and I do a video where I didn't go as hard as I normally do, and he's proud of the fact. Fuck him. Flippity flap. What? John Lyeria, how are you doing? Beardo, I'm listening from work, loving the content, takes my mind off work. I even listen to your older content when you don't have a live going. Do you know what? I've looked at some of my old videos. Jesus. Camera was all minging and crap. I mean, it was the cheap webcam that's now up there. I don't think it's plugged in. Let me just double check. No, it's not. I don't think. No, it's not. That camera. I used to think I was the shit when I had that camera. It looks so bad. Actually, his mum is on his team that don't investigate in the dark even. What? Give me that nothing burger back. But it's nothing. Beardo, what did you think of the Simply guy showing how he faked each video? Do you want my honest opinion, or do you want the sugar-coated version? Because I have an opinion on it. 1 in the chat for sugar-coat, 2 in the chat for just say it how it is. Beardo, have you had my own hot dog yet? No, I have not, Liz. I have not. Beardo, throw me a ban. Horror! You're banned. Tal, whatever you're going to say on the phone over there, remember, you're going to get picked up by my mic.
What?
My mic is on.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Two? Two? Wait. Nah, fuck it. Say it how it is. You usually do. Yeah, fair enough. Right. When I said you need to come clean and be honest and all the rest of it, I meant that. Be honest, come clean, tell everyone about the scam, about the lie, and maybe you can have a new start. And when he did that, I was like, fair play to him. But now what he's doing, he's using that content that ripped people off, that hurt people's feelings, let's make no bones about it, and now he's remonetizing it. He's like, oh, this is how we faked this. This is how we... No, actually, that one was real. I can't remember how we did that one. And there are certain things that Paranormal Smith has rightly pointed out. What about all the people that, you know, were paying members and didn't get, you know, that? What about the psychic medium? That you ended her career as a psychic medium. What about all of the other people? Why? Okay, you've apologised to me, that's fine. But it almost now feels like you've apologised to me just because it'll help your channel. Because you haven't apologised to Purple. personally, because you were solely responsible for Purple deleting his channel the first time. But Purple's not a big creator, so... Do you see where I'm going? I may be wrong. Maybe he has, but... I don't know. The whole thing of monetizing the thing I called him out for, and then using that content to keep... He's promoting his whole channel. Celtic Queen, thank you for the $10. Beardo on Doodles Live, you said everyone owes you a birthday card and a gift's on its way, but I swear it had nothing to do with it. Uh-oh. Scottish Pride, you're in trouble, because Celtic Queen has just said she had nothing to do with it. Thank you for the $10. Zach invested the house of a now ex-girlfriend. What? Beardo, have you seen the film Stay Alive, where you die, like, in the game and it includes Elizabeth Bathory at the villa? Never heard of it. I can't stand him or his missus. I mean, well, no, at the end of the day, they... called me the online face of bullying, and whilst they've apologised, and they did take that video down, I'm trying to be fair, but to turn around and say I'm sorry to me, to the community, then turn up in a live and say sorry to me and the community, I respected that, and then the next day it's like, look what we used to do, look at me break down my own thing, this is what I'm going to do, and it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't, I'm not going to go at them again. I'm not going to bring videos out on them again because it's pointless. But, you know, it took a full year, over a year, because it was last summer when I was called the online face of bullying. He so needs to apologise to Mr. Pete. And there are certain people in their community, or were in their community, that are not part of mine because they still don't like me, that are still pissed at them. I've seen them in the comment section, because I did check the comment section. And I think the way they apologise seemed to be the right thing. But then the next day, to put out a video, look at me debunking my stuff because I'm a good old guy, it just kind of struck me as insincere and a money grab. Purple is your spirit animal. The word bully gets overused. It does. And listen, toxic and bully, those words, and attacked, those three words have lost all meaning now. Nobody knows what the fuck the meaning of the word bully is, because it's like, you do one video, you make one joke, I'm being bullied. No, you're not. Look up in the dictionary the defining term, bully. I haven't done that. If you ask me to stop and I continue doing it, then I'm a bully. But they never asked me to stop. They actually kept responding and egging me on in a way. Same as toxic. Oh, you're toxic. Oh, the community's toxic. Toxic, toxic, toxic. Paranormal Sins is a joke. Paranormal Sins is meant to be funny, and I go over the top a little bit with it on purpose to make people laugh. Okay, it's at people's expense, but these people are faking their content, or sometimes they're not, because Paranormal 54 didn't fake their content. There was nothing fake in that content at all. It was just a little like, I can't see and you're not investigating in a way that I would like. It probably would have been better suited to not doing Paranormal Sins on it, because it was essentially a little bit of a roast, but there was nothing to roast. There was nothing fake, nothing over the top stupid. Celtic, I'm feeling the love you. Not. There's nothing wrong with wanting to make money. Not one human being on this planet doesn't want to make money, but don't lie and cheat or use dirty tactics to do it. I could not, para enthusiasts, agree more. I mean, I'm toxic. I'm a piece of shit because I like to out things and be honest. And sometimes I'm honest to my own detriment. How many other creators do you see putting up a video? Yeah, I got this debunk wrong. Oh, yep, I fucked up there. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I've got this wrong. Either community posts or videos. I will always try to correct myself when I'm wrong. I don't see a lot of other people doing that. Some people don't need to. Some people don't need to. But Mr. Grey does it as well. Mr. Grey's put something out today saying, last night's video, I wasn't having a go at the two young girls. I was having a go at the top 5 channel. And that's his way of saying, people have got the wrong idea, let me clear that up. A lot of people don't bother. They put the video out and then it's done. It's absolutely done. Sometimes they can't even be asked to hit the heart button, and I get accused of that. And fair enough. I can't heart every comment, otherwise that in itself becomes a full-time job. And as we have said from the from day one of this channel, when you see that heart appear next to your comment on my YouTube page, that is me pressing it. Nobody else has the access to do that. It is me. When you get a response, and sometimes it's only a couple of words, that is me. Not anyone else, just me. The Beardo's Team Gmail, that goes through the mods. And the mods, they vet those emails because I get so many abysmal emails. Like, do you want to get sponsored by this? No, I fucking don't. Why would I want to get sponsored by sanitary towels? Because even if I was a woman, I'd probably be dried up. Oh, you're not toxic, you have an opinion. I'm guilty of doing some toxic things. I'll never deny it. I have been toxic in the past, and I probably will again in the future. But 9 times out of 10, when I do or say something that catches people as, ooh, that was toxic, it's because the people I'm throwing it at are doing awful, awful things. If I call somebody out for, you know, I don't say they go to investigate an abandoned property and they're like, hey, what's this? And they throw a brick through the window and I shout something at them while they're doing it in my video reaction. And I'm like, oi, you can't do that, you piece of shit. Your mother should have smacked you around the head a couple of times when you were a kid because it don't hurt. And somebody says that's toxic. No, it's not. That is me showing my disgust for people that don't know how to behave. That has never happened in a video. I am just trying to emphasise without dragging my name through the muck. What an image, Beardo. What about me being dry? And moist. Yep, this community, so talks helped me through cancer and the passing of a childhood friend. People that use the word toxic don't even know what it means. Cody, I can be toxic, but 9 times out of 10, it's the horrible people, and tough luck. Secret Grounds Australia, how are you doing? I've got tight pants. I got tight pants on. Secret Grounds, if I wear my jeans, they're like tight pants. They're not supposed to be. I'm just a fuller figure than I was 2 years ago, you know? Peter, do you still have the video up showing the analytics and what copyright strikes mean? It should be. But tomorrow there's an extra video going up on Saturday for anyone that's interested in copyright because I have been battling it all week. The mods are aware of it. Tomorrow I put a video up that discusses why I was copyright struck in certain places. And then how to avoid them, how to beat them, and then the proof of I actually beat them from a massive channel. Go fuck yourself, FaZe Rug. Hey, Beardo, I'm on a streak here. Can you ban my mum for the 3rd time? Oi, Jade's mum, you're banned. David Donnell, how are you doing? Hope you're well, my friend. Toxic is the go-to word now because the fans wore out the word hater. That is, to call me a hater is kind of stupid because hating somebody takes a lot of energy, a lot of time. I don't have the time and the energy to hate these people. I'm not being hateful to any of them. I am highlighting their flaws, whether that's in editing, whether that's in the investigating, or whether it's the general behaviour, you know? Ghost theory can be toxic as well. A lot of people can be. I'm not sticking up for them by any means, but you know what I mean. I'm no angel, alright? My wings got clipped. But at least I'm honest about it. Is it my name or is chat too fast? I just don't want to keep saying moist cooter. Because I didn't know what it meant when I first said it. Because I'm not American. Chezzy, welcome. You were hilarious when gaming with Beardo. It helps my bipolar because the chat is amazing. The problem we've got is Doodle keeps rage quitting on us. Right, that's it. Doodle out, and she'll just leave the game. It's funny, but stop it. I need the carry, you know. I need my meat shield. I've heard a rumour about Mary. Is it true? Unfortunately, I can't answer that question for you today. I can't. I just can't. But my psychic medium can. No, that's not what he is. My psychic guide to the afterlife can. Derek?
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
horrible comments when you pointed something out. And this is the thing, I get called out a lot in my comment section. For the most part, I'm very patient and understanding. I'm like, right, thanks for your comment, but this is my view, my site. But the same two guys all over every video I put out, and they are just they're just picking and picking and picking. And I've tried to be like polite and nice. And then today, I just told one, I can't remember what he commented, but he was like, he wrote a book about why I'm like a shit debunker and I make shit content. And I literally just responded with, go fuck yourself. Because I can't keep being polite to knobheads. I promise I won't rage quit next time. You might do, Doodle. I don't like your flip-flop. Naomi, nobody likes flip-flops. Thanks for liking my comments, Beardo. Not a problem at all, big time Ando. And listen, if any of you guys are sat there and like, oh, Beardo's hit this comment, missed my comment, and liked that comment, and then like the comment above it, I don't get them in any sort of order. And because I get so many comments, YouTube don't alert me to replies to comments. So the first comment I'll see, I opened one up today and there was like 17 comments in a thread. I didn't get alerted to any of it. First time catch you live, Beardo. Can I request a wee, Michael? Yes, you can. Wee. Mrs. Geek, you order yourself some food. You deserve it. You've worked your ass off again. Beardo, what do you think of a copy of Derek's book here somewhere? Have you read it? I haven't. I bought... what did I buy this week? Chris French's book. Chris French was the debunker on a show called Is Your Home Haunted? Or Are You Haunted? Or something like that. And I've seen him working with Danny Robbins and things. I bought his book, and it's called The Science of Weird Shit. Do you want anything, Beardo? No, thank you, Mrs. Geek. No, thank you. And it's all Justin and Kenny Biddle's fault. Because Justin keeps interviewing these people that are writing great books, so I'm buying them. And Kenny Biddle is making me want to learn. Kenny Biddle, like, Kenny, I've got a question, and then he sends me pages and pages and pages of files, and I am reading them because I'm genuinely interested in the science as well. Somebody asked for something then. I do apologise. Can you get a roar, Amy? Of course you can. Rawr.
Rawr. Rawr.
You love Mrs. Geek's little crochet Grim Reaper. She's got talent, she has. And she's only ever made the one. She made it for the Side-Eye Guy, obviously. And I don't think she's going to make another one. It's specifically for the Side-Eye Guy. Because, like we said before, me and the Side-Eye Guy, we've struck up a fantastic friendship. As of me, Mythos, me and Mr. Grey, me and Purple. All of us kind of... You know, not everyone speaks to everyone, but I'm kind of friends with all of them, and it's great. Fahab, thank you for the £10 for Mrs. Geek's tea. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Fahab. And if you're wondering why Fahab thinks tea is a tenner, in the UK, your evening meal is called tea. Evening tea. For all of you people around the world that are like, fuck no, how much is tea in the UK? It's not a tenner. Well, it might be. I don't know, I don't drink it. Cartoon head boy bully. To be fair, Cartoon head boy was the nicest thing I did to Side-Eye Guy. My favourite one was getting everyone to flood his comment section with hashtag YouPoshTwat. Mythos just entered and you heard my name. How you doing, Mythos? Literally before I started the stream, I was watching your video about orbs. What I like about Mythos is he reminds me of me a while ago because he's like, nah. Looks at the science and the complaints. Nah. I'm going to prove that wrong. Fuck. I love it. I love watching people learn and all the rest. And guys, if you have not watched Mythos's investigation videos, please go and do it. He's so good at it. James, thank you for the £5. The problem with the world is the intelligent people are full of doubts while the stupid ones are full of confidence. Charles Bukowski. Hey, that's a fucking good comment. Can somebody screen grab that for me? I'm going to put that at the beginning of one of my videos where I do the red writing, warning, or disclaimer, and then the white text that's normally full of, like, meaningful stuff. I just take the piss out of people with it. Seg waking up right now with ringing in his ears. Yeah, he's just sat bolt upright like the Undertaker, like... Somebody's just said posh twat. Haven't kept up the chat tonight, not focus. Been a long week. Sam Hain, just chill. Just chill. If any of you have had a long week, you're not forced to be here. I'm just happy that you guys come in and say hi or lurk or leave a like or whatever it is you do. It's all supporting. Even if you only pop in just to say hi, I appreciate it. I really do. I sub and follow Mythos Paranormal. Apps don't work. I think the general consensus amongst the debunkers is apps don't work. But you do have to look at what the app creators say, because Amy's Crypt say for entertainment on, I think, most of their apps. A lot of others don't. Helena M with another 10 gifted. Thank you so much, Helena M. I appreciate you. Cynical Jim with the 4 months. I love Doodles Live, but it killed my phone. 30% now. How long? She was live for nearly 3 hours, right? Making me look like a part-timer. I'm off to the theatre in London tomorrow for my birthday. So excited. Rachel Ralph. Happy birthday to you for tomorrow. Can we get some happy birthdays for Rachel Ralph in the chat, please? Why am I struggling with breathing? I'm like wheezing and shit. After a week with Poppy, the Maine Coon, I'd forgotten how much work cats... The cat looked evil. The big pointy demonic ears and... Nah. Hot diggity dog. I just tickled the thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you.
Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity. This kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity. This kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Beardo, can I get a Colt Vet wielding? Makes me howl. Absolutely. Copy me.
Yes, Carl. I've heard just over there. I've heard it gets very moist down the middle. Copy me. What was that?
My scooter. Thank you for the $2. Ah, it's one of those names that's going to tickle me every time I end up reading it out live. Ooh. I love the hobby stores themselves. I miss colouring the blacklight posters. I had so many markers and glitters to accent and the metallic ones. Love creative stuff. I used to draw a lot, like tons of it. I haven't drawn anything in so long. I got folders full of my black and white art in the next room. Are you doing something for Halloween, like a special? I will be going live on Halloween. I will be dressing up, doing something special. But the whole month of October, and I better get my ass in gear about it, this entire setup is changing for October. There's going to be something special for the whole month. Because we all love it, you know? Can you get a rar? Of course you can.
Rawr. Rawr.
Can't wait to get Ozzy back tomorrow. What about Lee with the banana? Can we get a rar? I just done that. Is he saying moist on the middle? Yes, he is. You just made Cooter funny. I don't know what... I didn't know what it was. Don't blame me. Surely a at an age where moist is not a thing. I don't want to think about that. I really don't. I don't. And instantly, Gemma Teller from Sons of Anarchy jumped into my head, where somebody asks her why she's being a bitch. I think the line goes something along the lines of, "Bitch, I'm 54 years of age. It's like the Mojave vagina down there." Buckled. Yeah, cooter is a word for a lady's front garden. Wait, it's Beardo's birthday. It's not my birthday, Jill Cranston. Moonraker Mudlark. Say, Beardo, I'm here listening to you while editing a video for a channel and it keeps getting sidetracked. I do apologise. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Can't wait for Halloween and whatever you're up to. Yeah, we're gonna the horror streams. Oh, the horror gaming streams are gonna come back when Mrs. Geek is in work. I looked today for games, and they're normally starting to come out. Where are all the horror games? Mrs. Geek, why I'd never thought I'd see you say that word. Cole, we didn't know what it was. In UK, cooter isn't a thing. Can you get HRT cream for that, Yvette? Did I miss a happy birthday, Beardo? It's not my birthday. Front lady garden, you can get on with that. Mm-hmm. Furburger. Oh, there's always people lowering the tone. The cooter is the part that gets more. What am I reading here, guys? Moist beef curd. Oh, my fucking God. Oh, dear. Tammy, Caroline, Spider Queen, thank you. Shelly, hello there. How you doing? Kipper, Beardo, do you want to learn one of the Southern US's most confusing phrases? Yes, I do. Because I've already started saying y'all, and it's made it into a few videos, and I've caught myself saying it. What's the other one? Bless your heart. Crushed corned beef. What? Beardo, roast hunting the dead. No. I don't want to feature that shit on my channel. The guy looks like fucking Kid Rock. But his career didn't pan out. Not a chance. And he's not paranormal. He's a bullshitter. Like, but he bullshits random or to get 10 years late. Helena M, thank you for $20 for Mrs. Geek and Cooter. Oh my God. Somebody just donated $20 to my wife's vagina. My daughter is rapper there. I've just said that loud. I don't mind to means it. Isn't any trouble, I'll help. The fuck did you just say? What the hell did I just walk into, y'all? Marty Robotham, how you... Martin, how many channels do you have now? Sean Cotterill, do you think East Drive has been overdone and lost its original take on the haunted possession? I don't know, because I'm going back there. The reason I keep going back to 30 East Drive is it's the only place that on occasion has creeped me out a little bit. And it's the only place where equipment triggers when I'm there. The only place. And I don't, other people take equipment. I don't particularly like to take any. It's not the home of the Black Monk. It is not the most violent poltergeist in my experience. But there's something going on with 30 East Drive. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's paranormal. But there's something going on there. I chalked it all down to EMF. The EMF levels in that house are not affecting me. No way. I was too far away from it. So there we go with that. So Spookfest. I do apologise. I've missed you there. Kevin Bloody Wilson is so crude but funny. He's the guy that said you can't sing in Canada. I nearly said it then. I nearly said it. Front bum. Cody's too busy laughing at us. Yes, I am. What did Cody ask? You all need Jesus. Jesus is done with my shit. Nick, totally gonna vajazzle. Nick and Mrs. Geek are in at the same time. Somebody has mentioned the word vagina. That's them big giggling like children. All in our 40s, by the way. I got creeped out watching the B-roll of 30 East Drive. It is eerie. There's something off with the house. Now, it doesn't look creepy to me because it looks like my grandmother's house when I was a kid. It looks like an 80s, an early 80s living room. Excuse me. It's not quite 70. Well, it is. It's 70s decor, but my grandparents were poor, so they had 70s decor in the 80s, Beardo, I know I nearly said it. Vagina. Payango? What's a payango? You giggle about farts, Beardo. I do. I think 30 East Drive has been spiritually drained. I think it needs someone to fuel the energy there. The thing is, right, if the original stories are true, and there must be some truth to it for people to keep going, they keep experiencing things, even the most skeptical of people, and things that are still, you know, hard to answer, then maybe the reason that that haunting seems to have lasted longer than anywhere else in the world is because people keep going there. It's just that people are expecting Hollywood levels of scary ghost shit, not the real world. Maybe. Maybe wrong. Maybe I'm just creeped out because I'm obsessed with, you know, the real cases like Battersea. I think there was definitely some truth to that. Andrew Stonerock is making some good content. I'm hooked. He's making some very good content. Panty Hamster. Panty Hamster. Really? Speaking of vaginas, Joe Vitale, how are you doing? Kuta, I cringe when I see a name pop up. Bearded Clam. Oh Lord, not how I expected this live to go. We never know how to expect any of my lives to go because it goes in all sorts of directions, and this is why we don't monetize the live streams, because then I'm not held back by what I'm allowed to see or not allowed to see. Hello, Beardo from North Dakota. Love your channel. Toya Moore, I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. Welcome in. Fanny. Fanny is a Greek word. Fanny is a Greek word. In America, it means your butt. In the UK, it's your front butt. We're all learning things. See? Learning with Beardo. Look how many terms that we have for the lady parts in the chat now. Hey, well, Annalise, could you write in chat what the French-Canadian word for vagina is, please? Still not letting the French-Canadian thing go. Va? The panty hamster is minge. Now, come on, minge is a nasty word. I like it. Cody Freeman, thank you for the $10. Ye Kendall in here in Bourne, Bernie, Texas. The only location that has given me the creeps, and I don't know why, but I love going back to it. That's the thing. When you go somewhere and you get creeped out, it draws you back. 30 Strive keeps... I've been to 30 Strive 4 times. Twice, silence. I did that on accident as well. The other 2 times, things happened that I couldn't explain. So, it's still... You know, it's a 50-50. Which I'll take because everywhere else has got a whole lot of nothing. Major Scars, thank you for the £2. So we're doing names for the Lady Garden then. Apparently, I don't know, you guys run this. I just read comments, alright? So if you're sat there thinking, oi, Beardo, this chat is perverted, it's all 467 of you talking about vaginas. You dirty perverts. Love pocket. I mean, Joe Vitale refers to it as a hot pocket. Ooh, Beardo is brave. Not brave. I've seen one Annalise. She's tiny. I could fight her. What are your thoughts on Ghost Having Footsteps? How can they do this? Do they have mass? I've always wondered that. If it's residual and they're going about the day-to-day things, it's Cooch in Canada or La Cooch. There you go. La Cooch. Sorry, I was half inhaling. Then I just saw Wizard Sleeve. Hey, Marilyn Monday, how are you doing? Wait, we definitely need to change the content. Not the content, the words. I mean, we're not calling anyone these names, so, you know, Beaver. Soggy Diamond. Clunge. Clunge was great. I'm pretty sure the In-Betweeners created that word for the show. And then it was the word of choice for about 10 years for everyone. Are you getting sick, Beardo? I think I am. My chest feels quite tight. My throat is all scratchy. I think I'm coming down with something. Who knows? Beef curtains, moist minge mingle. Moist minge mingle. Gash. I mean, right. Gash is one of those words that's ugly as fuck, right? For description. Yeah, we are changing this subject. Can we call it the Keir Starmer since he's won? I'm not getting into politics here. Oh, we're just having Friday recess time. Axe wound. Blue water. Oh, no. No. Get some honey. What about Fanny? I don't think Fanny is going to help my cold. Sorry. Beardo didn't even see it. The chat's going too fast for Annalise, and I've been looking for it. I could have worded that different. Have you heard the up-and-coming nonsensical Gen Alpha language? My nephew is starting, and I want to smack the words out of him every time I hear them. I don't know. On occasion, my daughter used to come home from school and say some things. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? I don't understand it. Knobhead? Oh, knobhead's just an insult. It's a polite way of calling somebody a dickhead. Quit looking at my beaver. Smashed this... Twinkle Cave. Has anyone in the world ever referred to the lady parts as a twinkle cave before? Why is it twinkling? You got glitter in there? My eldest had teachers called Mr. and Mrs. Gash. Oh my god. Miss Gash. Oh, tight chest, you're being possessed by a demon. Oh shit. I think I am. I've lost my piss off ghost spray again. Has anyone said axe wound yet? A few yet. Okay, let's go. French Canadian for vagina. Poise, vulva, coot, moselle, oyster, mutts, snee, douce. Add if you know more. Spam until he sees it. Mod power trip. I saw it. I read them. My favourite one there is moselle. Moselle. Suck my moselle. Flossie. Wait, what? Somebody calls it a flossie? It makes you men twinkle. Oh, dear. It's got glitter in it because it matches my personality. Okay. Okay. Any of you that call it your twinkle cave, clearly you've got sparkling personalities. There we go. Where's Amy Wank when we need her? Poor lady. I like the way that Amy Wank actually owns the name Wank and loves people taking the piss out of her. Can I get a Mary Loves Dick in the spirit of the conversation? Absolutely. Derek!
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
Glitter in what? Pay attention, Fab. Vaginas. Moose knuckle. Whispering eye. Oh, dear. Oh. When I was little, I wouldn't say any bad words, and I'd call it my oomph. In Wales, I don't know if this was just a Valleys thing where I grew up, but kids used to call it the tuppence. I never understood that. I don't know what the fuck a tuppence is. Well, I do, but I don't know why it's related to... Whatever. We should send Beardo some Rocky Mountain oysters. No thanks. Another one here in the States is Vajaja. Vajayjay. We got that. We have Vajayjays in the UK. Cheesy Quaver, how are you doing? Your farts have glitter. Is it brown? Depending on if you need to go to the gum clinic, the Eye of Sauron. Oh, fucking hell, doodle. Haddock pasty. You dirty bastard. Oh, tuppence, you're in Lancashire as well. Alright, it's not just a Welsh thing. Or a Valleys thing. Be right back. Need to go for a wee. Oh, shit. I haven't ended. Wrong button. Not the gun clinic. The gum clinic. Piss fenders. Oh, for fuck's sake. Voldemort's wrinkle. Oh. Thing is, people from the outside looking in are like, look how vile he is. It ain't even me. It's you lot. I said tuppence. It's a nice word. You lot are going for fucking haddock pasties and wow. Wow. Beardo better notice me. Didn't see a fucking thing. A werewolf's broken shin bone. What? Genital urinary medicine. Is that why it's called the gum clinic? Oh. We used to call it the clap clinic. Not me. I didn't go in there for that. But when you were... Was it like... When you turned 16, you could go to the gum clinic when you turned 16. And they'd give you a bag full of condoms. So me and all the boys... As soon as it was somebody's 16th birthday, we'd all be sat in the gum clinic like, let's get some condoms, boys. Didn't use them for that. Nah, we were putting them over our heads and blowing up through our nostrils to see how big we could get them. Because we were grown-ups. Which is why they should raise the age to 18. Back from saving that Beardo Goes French-Canadian moment. Oh, dear. Yeah, you really don't get this in other parts. I'm just reading your guys' comments. Anchovy taco. Are we allowed to play that, Kenny? Yeah, nah, they won't let me play that on YouTube, Mrs. Geek. That's probably a copyright strike waiting to happen. It's owned by a record label. True. People coming in for the first time and wondering what this has to do with the paranormal. This is the thing. Beardo better notice Mrs. Geek. How do I not notice my wife? She brings the food and drink. Of course I notice her. Then we can end the convo. Mrs. Geek, I can't play Kevin Bloody Wilson on a live. That's a YouTube strike as you're playing it, I'm pretty sure. The Batcave. Hey, I like the Batcave. I just had something run through my mind. Nope, very late to join. Sorry and hi. Matt Lyons, you've probably joined at the best time. Because we are trying to segue into a different subject. Something, anything, other than all of these nicknames for people's parts. For the opposite gender, the heat-seeking moisture missile. You put a lot of thought into that, B-Rad. Front fart box. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wow. Banana box. Queef cave, it echoes. We are definitely failing on segueing into something else. Where's your Slimer gone? Hey! He's trying to escape. Wish you'd fucking stay there. Watch Kevin Wilson. I can't play that music live on stream. I'll get in trouble for that. Hey folks, running zombies or walking zombies? Go. Running zombies are fucking terrifying, Cody. Thank you for the $5. Running zombies, like the 28-day later zombies? Fuck that. I'd be dead. I'm too unfit. The slow walking zombies? Easy. Surround your house with treadmills. You survive. Love your shirt. I love Halloween. The movie. This shirt is fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. The original cover on the back. The night he came home on the front. Love it. Mrs. Geek's got It, the Stephen King Penny. The 90s miniseries. It's just got It on the front and then the video cover on the back. Great t-shirts, these. Ban the whole chat. Yeah, you're all banned. Laura Wilson, can I get a rare for my son, Cameron Okisi? Beardo, you bought me a raw hoodie and absolutely love it. Laura Wilson, absolutely you can. Cameron, rare.
Rawr. Rawr.
Do I look like I give a fuck? Dilly gaff. For us men, Mary has the best saying. Only do you'd have to ask Beardo. He thought I saw French Canadian after 3-ish. Who's keeping count really? Years of knowing me. The joke is stuck for another 2 years. Absolutely. I know exactly where one Annalise is from. I know exactly where she's from. I have just been getting it wrong for 5 years on purpose because she shouts at me and I find it funny. It's a mini moo-moo. Oh no, haunted gym equipment is going to be a new faker plot. Haunted gym equipment? See? That'll get me to the gym. Paranormal investigations. Hey, paralytic activities, how you doing? Evening from the Weatherspoons. Shocking. You guys in a pub say it ain't so. How are you guys doing? Are you meeting Dead Cold soon? Or have I dreamt that? Why am I dreaming of Dead Kiss's voice, you know? Annalise is Dutch. No, she's French Canadian. She's from Canada, but speaks French. She's definitely not Swedish. Who's my favourite wrestler? Or of all time? I would probably have to say The Undertaker. But you know, I bet you can't point it out on a map. I can there. There's a map there and I pointed directly at her house. Not even her state. Her house. Flip-flops, please stop commenting. What? Flip-flop, please stop Is there somebody in the chat called Flip-flop? What? What do you think about them remaking the Blair Witch Project? Again? Wasn't the last one a remake of sorts? Blair Witch 3 or what? Poontang. Just looking forward to the new Joker and Harley Quinn movie. I'm not. Loved the first one. The fact that it's a musical and Lady Gaga's in it, I'm just like, I'll wait till it comes out on like streaming, I guess. I'm not excited for it. The Undertaker is your secret celebrity crush. Fair. He's a big, big dude. Hey, Dead Cold. Look, I'm summoning people as I talk. I say their name and they appear. Giuseppe Stromboli. That wasn't Italian. I just turned into fucking Borat. Thank you for the $4.99. I'll be classy and change the topic. Has anyone seen the Vince McMahon documentary yet? No. I'm definitely going to watch that when Mrs. Geek is at work. Or sleeping. Blair Witch 2 was shit. Blair Witch 2 was like, fuck. How do you take the original Blair Witch concept and turn it into a shit Scooby-Doo episode? Oh, I like Scooby-Doo. At least I'm reading books by Alan Eskins on some of the locations take place in Canada. Good series. Well, Annalise could literally tour you around Canada with her eyes closed. She's lived there so long. Mine would be a toss-up between Sting, The Undertaker, and... Ooh. I don't think that last guy belongs on any list. While he was a very talented wrestler, what he did is unforgivable. Blair Witch 20, The Demon Fanny Pack. It's heading that way, right? I mean, the Paranormal Activity movies, the first two were great. After that, actually the third one was alright. Wasn't great, but they were good. What about A Ghost in Belgium? First World War I trenches. You would assume so, right? You would, if all of this is real, then castles, war settings, that's where there's going to be so much, so much death and fear. And if something can stain the land, why not them places? Have I seen Longlegs yet? I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was shit. China was a badass. She was. Blumhouse might actually do a good job. See, Blumhouse is so hit and miss. Like, now and again, I'll find a film. Like, oh, this is a Blumhouse film. I didn't know they made this. And you're 10 minutes in, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake. Blumhouse make the best horror movies. They're capable of it. But they also release some shit. And I will probably shock everyone here. I enjoyed Halloween Ends. Just saying it. I think the only thing they did wrong with Halloween Ends is they chickened out of the ending. I thought they were setting it up that kid was going to become the next Shape. He's going to become the new Shape. Boiler suit, mask, but a different person in it because the evil had transferred. I thought that would have been a fantastic idea and a way to reboot the series whilst keeping it. And you could tell that's what they were going for, and then they pushed it out of it. Helena, thank you for another $20. After being away for a little while, what an epic stream. I mean, we've been live for an hour and 23 minutes, and we have probably spent an hour and 13 minutes talking about nicknames for people's bits. Nobody's offended. Everyone's laughing. Wait, there were 2 Blair Witch movies? There's 3 now. You've got the Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows, and then you've got something called Blair Witch. No, the on it. Blair Witch is decent. Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows is fucking abysmal. Looks like it was filmed on a mobile phone in the early 2000s. But there's also a game, and the game is fantastic. Or, if you want to display Beardo's merch, you can grab the snazzy Disco Santa merch by clicking here. They had a plan for the Blair Witch. First one, found footage. Second one, standard horror flick. Third one, avant-garde. It didn't go to plan. And the third one took forever to make. Third one's alright. But it's the first one all over again. I think there's a bit more... I've seen the third one. I can't really remember it, which says it all, you know? Toxic? I'll tell you where Toxic can go. Like the ghosts. Piss off.
Piss off, ghost!
Kelly, hello to you. How are you doing? I'm doing very well, thank you. Get rid of Michael. Ban yourself, Beardo. How could you? I thought it was a brave move, you know? Like, Halloween 2018, I thought it was a great film. Now, I like Halloween 1. I like Halloween 2. I love Halloween 3. Love Halloween 4. Halloween 5 isn't as bad as people say, but Tina is the most annoying character ever put in a horror film. Ever. Then you got the one with Ant-Man in it. There's 2 versions of it, and both of them are shit. All borderline unwatchable. Then what did we get? H2O. Loved Halloween H2O. Nothing to do with water. I didn't see a drop of water in the film, so why did they call it H2O? I know it was 20 years later. Then you had Halloween Resurrection, which... Maybe I could, like, rank the Halloween movies or something on one of these live streams. Because maybe that's something we could add to the live streams. We spend, like, half hour ranking stuff. Like, rank the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, rank the Halloween movies, Texas Chainsaws. Silent Hill is your favourite spooky. Silent Hill 2 is out this month. Sorry, next month. We are going to be playing that on stream. Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters are always... I like them, but I don't dislike them, but they're a bit wishy-washy for me. Tremors. Mrs. Geek adores Tremors. I love the film. Resurrection is a spoof. I mean, it must be, right? Because Busta Rhymes... Judo Kung Fu kicked Michael Myers. Film was a joke. Like, obviously, Mrs. Geek had only ever seen the first one, I think, in H2O. And then I started watching them from the beginning. Mrs. Geek sat there like, wait, I thought they were brother and sister. Like, not until the second one. And the third one and the fourth one, that involves Jamie. But then it all goes into this Thorn trilogy, and Jamie changes her face, and Michael is somehow impregnated. So they reset it all to Halloween 20, which incorporates Halloween 1, 2, and then H2O. But then they ruined it with Resurrection, so they scrapped all of that, and they did the 2 films with Rob Zombie, which I enjoy. They're all right. Then they started this new trilogy. The worst one is Halloween Kills. It's got fantastic kills in it. But everyone's just running around the entire film going, evil dies tonight. What are your thoughts on the latest Texas Chainsaw? There was a cool scene in it. Where Leatherface is on the party bus and cuts everyone up. Fantastic. But the film... That film was awful. Why did they give Leatherface superpowers? See, when he comes out of the water and belly flops like a dolphin. What the? Nah, not for me. The original Halloween is the best? Oh, absolutely. The original Halloween is an absolute masterpiece. And they were low-budget films. You got to remember this. The original Halloween was an indie film. It was a really low-budget indie film made by college and university students. Fantastic. Nightmare on Elm Street. All right, it wasn't an indie film, but it was a low-budget horror film. Absolutely fantastic. Friday the 13th. I think the first one's a bit crap, to be honest. You need to play the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game again. It's hilarious. The problem I've got with that is everyone's going to be ranked up on it. So I would need a lobby of newbies to all have Texas Chainsaw and then let's play amongst us in a private party. Evil Dead. Evil Dead is a weird one, or is different to all of the other franchises. I'll tell you why. Evil Dead, I've got 5 movies and a TV show, and not one of them are bad. None of them. All of them are fantastic. Like Scream. I love the first 2 Screams. 3 and 4, I couldn't stand. I recently re-watched them, and Scream 4 was nowhere near as bad as I remember. Scream 3 was still shit. I still don't particularly enjoy it that much. But the 2 new Screams, 5 and 6, I think they were great, apart from Dewey. How dare you do Dewey dirty like that? Lost Boys is a masterpiece. You must rewatch. Friday the 13th is another overdone one. See, I didn't like the original Friday the 13th. It was a bullshit film. No way did that old woman have the strength to do everything that was pulled off in that film. The second one, gets a bit better. Third one, fourth one, brilliant. And then there's the one with a guy that's not actually Jason. That was alright-ish until the reveal, and then you're like, oh, well then you ruined that. And then Jason Goes to Manhattan. What a shit film. Army of Darkness is your favourite? Fair. Now, Army of Darkness is the more comedic of them all, which is probably why it's my least favourite, because even Dead 1 is less slapstick, but there's still a bit of comedy about it. Fantastic. Evil Dead 2 was full-on slapstick, yet it was still terrifying. The scenes, I mean, they weren't even on drones. It was guys running with cameras. It was so well made, and that horrible noise when the camera is like zipping through trees and stuff. Honestly, the Evil Dead, all of them, are so underappreciated by some people. Like the new one, Evil Dead Rise. I know a lot of people didn't enjoy it, but it's another Evil Dead story with a different Necronomicon. I thought it was fucking brilliant. Open up now, y'all. Fantastic. I mean, the first time I watched it, Doodle was with us. Me, Doodle, Mrs. Geek watched it. And it was one of those movie moments where you sat there, and when she appears in the door, she's like, open up now. We were like, yes! Because it was funny, like the comedic element, but it was creepy as shit as well. I think they did a really good job of it. And the fourth one, which was kind of a remake, kind of not, kind of a sequel, the girl, I can't remember the actress's name, where she plays a recovering addict. That film was brutal. There was zero comedy in it, yet it still works as an Evil Dead film. I don't think they've ever made a bad one. Evil Dead Rise, the title credit. It is one of my favourite credit reveals I've ever seen. I absolutely loved it. And I've recreated the Evil Dead, or parts of the Evil Dead, in my investigations on 2 separate videos. The Haunted Castle with me and Dean, where I had the Evil Dead sound and the camera. I was hanging out of the car with my camera on a gimbal, and the wind kept spinning the gimbal, so you can see there are cuts in there. And then it cuts to like Birdsong and the ruin, and then back to the road. I recreated that, and then I recreated when I went out with Dead Cold and Walk in the Weird and Dorset Paranormal. As the camera pans up and you see the name of the building appear, that was kind of my take on Evil Dead Rise. The scene where the woman gets done by the tree, producer regretted filming it. And they filmed it twice, 2 different films. But it's kind of warranted. I know it's disgusting, it's horrible, and it's nasty to watch, but the film is supposed to be disgusting, nasty. I mean, Evil Dead 2 was banned for the longest of times. Freddy vs. Jason. I love Freddy vs. Jason. Hostel. I only ever watched the first one. I didn't enjoy. I'm not into the torture porn stuff that was out in the early 2000s. It was never ever for me. Mid 2000s, never. It never appealed to me. Evil Dead scared me as a 6 to 7 year old. I was a bit older with Evil Dead because Old Knife Fingers terrified me as a kid. So as a child, I stayed away from horror movies. I loved the Halloween franchise because it wasn't quite as scary to me. But my parents wouldn't let me watch horrors because they scared me so much. So I watched Evil Dead as a teenager, and the second one, I must have been 14, 15, still scared me. Anyone seen The Substance? I have not. Strapping young lad used Evil Dead style for the music video Love. Yeah, do you know what? James Hetfield, you'll remember this, used to get Metal Hammer, and every month there'd be a CD on the front of it. Now and again, they'd give you a DVD, and that Devin Townsend video was on one of the first DVDs that came out with Metal Hammer. Fantastic video. Saw. I liked the first Saw. After that, I thought they got progressively worse. Human Centipede, I've refused to watch it. It just doesn't appeal to me. You done now, you? Bye-bye. You babysitting. Haha. My best film was Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I might blow some people's minds here, being the guy that loves cinema the way I do. I don't think I've ever seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I thought I'd seen it because it's the sort of thing my grandfather would put on for me. And then I saw a movie ranking thing the other day. And it was on there. They played a clip. I was like, I've never seen that. I don't know what I saw. I was 18, I'm 40 now, and can't unsee it. What? The original Dark Water? Yes. Like, most of the big American versions of the Asian horrors, I've seen all the Asian horror versions. I think they're far superior. Have you ever thought, what would the fake Charles do if they actually encounter something evil? They encounter something evil all the time. It's called the reflections. Kaylee B, hello to you. I don't know how they'd shit themselves if they ever encountered something because they've been faking it for so long. Stephen King rules. We have a full Stephen King book cabinet. One of the dividers is Jack from The Shining's head. For sure, the first one was plenty enough right. One Dark Night is bloody... One Dark Night? I've never seen that. Laughed all the way through the Human Scent. 13 Ghosts. Now, I know some people dislike that movie. The ghost designs were fucking incredible. Absolutely incredible. Does anyone remember the Burning and Cannibal Holocaust? Cannibal Holocaust. I can't sit through that. It's too much. Peter, what do you think about Brain Dead? Brain Dead is one of the... Me and Mr. Grave discussed this a number of times. Me and the community have just... That film was solely responsible for me not being able to eat custard for quite a few years because it turned my stomach. That's the only horror film I've ever watched where I thought I was going to throw up, was Brain Dead. The whole thing just ick. It's a fantastic movie, but... Mirrors, is that one with Kiefer Sutherland? If so, yes. And I really enjoyed it. Saw Close Encounters in the cinema in Queen Street, Cardiff as a teenager. Do you know what? I just about remember there being a cinema on Queen Street. I think it turned into like British home stores after that. 13 Ghosts is amazing. My brother is still scared of the jackal. The one with the cage on her head. She freaked me out. If you want a good horror comedy, I recommend I Sell the Dead. I haven't heard of that. Train to Busan, great film. One of my favourite horror comedies of all time, and some of you will know what I'm going to say now, is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Tucker and Dale versus Evil, no matter how many times I watch that, I still proper belly laugh, like proper laughing out loud at that movie. I think it's fucking... Open the window. Little Col, I thought you were one of the kids that keeps hanging around by my house. Pet Sematary is fantastic. None of the sequels or remakes are any good. The original Pet Sematary is fucking amazing. It says I'm still debating on building a jackal costume. Oh, Scottish Pride, do it. You just watched The Thing last night. The Kurt... His name has gone out of my head. Star-Lord's dad. Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell, The Thing. Tucker and Dale. Yeah, Tucker and Dale was the wood chipper. That's the one bit that will guarantee to make me laugh. But there's so many funny parts in that movie. When I saw an American Werewolf in London, I nearly puked, but I was really high. I love American Werewolf in London. However, I also loved Cocaine Bear. So did I, Steph. I put it on, and Mrs. Geek sat like, are we turning this off? Because it's shit. And I'm like, this is fucking great. Worst werewolf film, An American Werewolf in Paris. Jill, I've never seen it. And I refuse to watch it because I know it's a bad film. You love Tucker and Dale versus... It's such a good movie. Salem's Lot, 1979. If you haven't seen Salem's Lot with Rob Lowe, if you can find it, watch it. It's not quite as good as the 79, but there are some really, really creepy bits in that. People Under the Stairs, fantastic. They're remaking that, though. The Entity, do you know what? I didn't watch The Entity until this year. It's another one I thought I'd seen. And I got it mixed up with Phantasm. But, yeah. That's a hard watch. Great horror movie, but it's a hard watch. Nah, cock it. Shaun of the Dead, another brilliant horror comedy. Deliverance, the first one with Burt Reynolds. Squeal like a big boy. New Salem's Lot looks good. Creepshow, I loved Creepshow 1 and 2. I know 2 was a bit weaker, but media shit. Shaun of the Dead was fantastic. I love My Stepmothers and Alien. It made me laugh. I've never seen that. Sasquatch Sunset, never seen that. Pet Sematary and Misery films are so well done. After reading the books, when I saw the films, exactly how I visualized them. I think the Pet Sematary movie did a very good job of maintaining that really dark creep factor, considering how cheesy in places it is. And they've tried to remake it. They've tried to sequel it. They've tried to make it more serious and more scary, and they have failed at every turn. Speaking of zombie movies, has anyone seen Z Nation? I watched a couple of episodes. I wasn't much of a fan of it. Still can't watch. Oh, the sledgehammer. Noblin. That is hard to watch. Because feet. You agree the books are amazing? Stephen King's books. I haven't read all. We've got all of them, but I haven't read all of them yet. But his books are amazing. The detail and the creep factor when you read Stephen King, I think it's better than the films to a degree. However, the flip side of that is, do you remember when It 2 came out, the remake? It 2 came out and everyone was kicking right off. Are you trying to tell me that those kids beat this alien, this demonic alien, dimensional being, by bullying it? Well, if they followed the book, the movie would have got banned. Even Stephen King regrets how the kids beat it. Pennywise the Clown. They couldn't put that in a film. And I'm glad they've twice changed it up because, they couldn't do that. Devil's Rejects, didn't think it was that bad this week. Devil's Rejects, House of 1,000 Corpses are brilliant. 3 from Hell, not so much. But they shouldn't have made it. Stand is so long and I haven't tried that one. I've read The Stand. I don't think I ever finished the Gunslinger series of Dark Tower. I've read a lot of them, but I haven't read all of them. Have you read the Odd Thomas graphic novel? Yes, I have. And I loved the movie as well. Green Mile, I'm not an emotional man. Green Mile, even on a rewatch, you're like, it's fucking. Just gonna make a cup of tea because there's a bit dusty in here. The original was way better. Tim Curry rules. See, now the original Tim Curry was a fantastic Pennywise, but the effects in places let him down. The kid actors in that were not as good as the new generation of kid actors. The adult actors in the original were fucking atrocious. In the new one, they were better. I love both about equally. Tim Curry is my favourite Pennywise, but Bill Skarsgård didn't put a foot wrong with his version either. Ghostwiener, thank you for the 20 gifted memberships. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. Wasn't a fan of Rob Zombie's version of Halloween movies. I get what he was going for. A lot of people were pissed because he changed the story, and he was like, why would I remake it scene for scene and not do anything different? Otherwise, it's pointless me doing it. So I understand it, and I kind of like it. I like that Michael Myers wasn't supernatural. He was just a massive guy that will fuck you up. I enjoyed it. The second one, it got a little bit too woo-woo for me. You know, seeing his mum with the white horse and the white dress, and a lot of people say it's decent because of the artistic, and I was like, this is shit. But Michael Myers tearing through that hospital, I thought that I loved. Making Michael Myers talk. That shouldn't have happened. Bill Skarsgård is a very the three of them. There's two brothers. Three brothers. The guy that was in Vikings is Skarsgård, and you got Bill and what's the guy that was in True Blood? You got those three brothers and the dad that was in the Thor movies. They're all really good actors. Love Sam Raimi's Darkman. He wants to do a proper sequel to the original. I haven't seen Darkman since I was a kid. I'm still going to argue with you, Beardo. The original is better. Hey, listen. Everyone is allowed their opinion when it comes to movies. Everyone. I still think there is a perfect It movie between the two. Because the adult portion of the new one, it was quite boring, but it was better acted because they had a better caliber of actors. Michael Myers does not even grunt when he gets sliced nearly to death. No. I'm glad I never saw that remake. Oh, he actually says the words, die! And, yeah, I was like, Michael just spoke. Ugh. Stellan is the dad. Alexander was in True Blood. Right. And the other brother was Floki in Vikings. Doesn't, like, you can tell that Bill and Alexander are related. And then the guy that plays Floki doesn't look like any of them. I love any Johnny Depp movie, especially true life stories. I'm off, my lovelies. Chat. Have a great night. Liz Gowler, have yourself a fantastic evening. Last horror movie that scared me was Phantasm. The last one that scared me was Hereditary. It proper got under my skin. Really got under my skin, that film did. And it was one of those that I didn't... Like, a lot of people were saying it was shit. And I was like, why did it scare me so much? And I was like, oh, I won't say anything. And I got talking to Mr. Grey. And Mr. Grey was like, that film terrified me. And I was like, thank you. Somebody else understood the film. If you want a good SHTF book, then read Going Home series or Surviving the Dead series. Beardo, when I watch scary videos, I do have my light on. Actually, I'll watch scary movies in the dark and watch them on my own. I've watched so many of them that I'm very desensitized to it. But Hereditary got under my skin. There's a few scenes in the fourth Evil Dead film. There's the bit where the blade hits the top of a thigh and it cuts in there. I feel that sting every time I watch. Oh, it's such a deep slice. You're like, oh! But it's not deep enough to draw too much blood. It looks so painful. Hank's Corner, thank you for the gifted membership. Ness Irick, thank you very much for the early access. Karen's Nature Stuff, thank you for the Beardo Weirdo membership. Thank you very, very much. Tim Curry's Pennywise was scary because he was believable that children would approach him willingly. Yeah, but Skarsgård's was the same. He had the blue eyes and then they would change yellow once the kid got too close. I've seen Talk to Me. I enjoyed that. I watched Tarot. Not great, but not as bad as people are saying. Thanks for an informative evening. My battery is about to die. Sam, I hope you've learned something here tonight. Quartermass in the Pit. See, I used to watch all those with my grandfather. I used to love watching the old movies. The Hammer horrors. I'm still not desensitized to my sister's cooking. I'm still not desensitized to my own mum's cooking. She keeps inviting us around for food. I'm like, fuck no. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Mine was gifted. Hey, let's go, Shane. Bird's first film that my mother-in-law went to the picture house to see it. Lorraine Nickel, the best horror movies are the ones that leave you feeling like you're not alone. Yes. The first Paranormal Activity movie scared me. The first time I watched that, like I wasn't one of those that thought that one was real. The Blair Witch. Do you remember when the Blair Witch came? Everyone and their dog will tell you now. Yeah, the Blair Witch. We knew it was fake. Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. If you were the same age as me then, 17, maybe 18. I was in college, so I think I might have been 18. We all thought that the Blair Witch was a real found footage. None of us realised it was a movie. I don't remember any... I remember people questioning it. But there was no definitive... yeah. Not like Paranormal Activity, where it's like... Oh, yeah, that could have been real. It's like, it's not, because she's done red carpet events after. They didn't do any of that with the Blair Witch. Return of the Living Dead movie freaked me out when I was a kid. The original Tony Todd's original Candyman is pants shitting good. I love the... Helen... Oh, yeah. You love the theme song from True Blood? It's a good tune. Still haven't seen The Blair Witch. Never interested me. The first one's alright. Second one is absolute dog shit. I wouldn't bother. The third one, I can't remember. I was really upset that Signs was done so well until they said just squirt it with water, hit it with a stick. One of the best jump scares was in Signs. Fantastic jump scare. Only beaten by The Exorcist 3. That corridor shot up the hospital where the sort of the nurse or the nun, it's a nurse, right? Yeah, it's like the sister comes out with the garden shears and just runs across. That scene is so well done because I have seen that scene 15, 20 times. And no matter how many times I watch it, I think I know the exact timing of it and it always catches me off. I don't know how they did it for the timing wise and the build up to it. But every time that jump scare gets me. I know it's coming, but it still gets me. The original Candyman is amazing. Yeah, I think so. Beardo, I do like the way that you laugh. I'm glad because it's the only one I've got. I thought Blair Witch. I bought the Blair Witch book of police reports and evidence. You bought it hook, line, and sinker. I mean, a lot of people have heard this story, but me and my mates went to the cinema to watch it in Cardiff. So had to get a train and a bus to get there because we lived up the valleys. We watched the movie, but we had a little puff give. And we were like, do you know what would be really cool? After watching the Blair Witches go camping. We shit ourselves. We were about half a mile from the estate that my mates lived on, in a tent. It was like February or some shit. And we were like, do you reckon it's too cold to stay out? We'd never done it before. No matter how cold it got, we would camp out. We would make a fire. We would enjoy the night. You heard a branch snap, and we were like, going home. We all went and stayed in my mate's house. Hey, Real Evidence, how you doing? Or are we just gone 10-2? Doodle, could you grab a link for me and pin it, please? She's already done it. The Ouija Brothers have a premiere in about 8 minutes, so we will be sending everyone over. I hope everybody goes over there because they've taken the longest break they've ever taken, so let's welcome them back. Even though I'm 50, I can't get preggers. Fun fact, the town that the Blair Witch was filmed in had to put out a press release saying the movie was not real. Yeah. I heard lots and lots of people now saying that back then they knew the Blair Witch was fake. No, you did not. No, you did not. Some people might have known, but the vast majority of the public, that film was scary because everyone believed it. Because otherwise, it's a shit horror film. Once you've seen it once you know that it's a movie, that film, it's not scary anymore. It doesn't work for a repeated viewing, in my opinion. Nancy Peterson, thank you for the $10. Flip-flop. Thank you. The Ouija Brother Legends are back. Absolutely they are. Absolutely they are. I have spoken to Steve this week. So, yeah, it's good to be back. They're excited to be back. We'll send everyone over. Welcome them back properly. You thought The Fourth Kind was real? Mrs. Geek, what's that alien abduction movie we watched? I remember watching it as a kid and it scared me. We watched it a couple of months ago and it's still creepy. I can't remember what it's called. The guy gets kidnapped by aliens and then he turns up like 4 or 5 days later and people are going to court because they thought his friends had killed him. Wreck's a good movie. Cody, take care. Have yourself a great evening. What is our hashtag for the Ouija bros? Lazy bastard. No, don't. Hashtag welcome back. Let's not take the piss. Welcome them back properly. They've had a well-earned break. And then we give them shit the week after. Expensive ban. Hey, if you want to pay $10 to get banned, crack on. Fire in the Sky. Thank you, my beautiful, beautiful wife. That film's fucking scary. John Goodman is great in Cloverfield. Yeah, it was Cloverfield 2, wasn't it? Cloverfield was the alien, and then the second one was Cloverfield Lane. Fire in the Sky. Yeah, such a good movie. No one said it was fake that put a lot of assholes puckered. David and L, yeah. A lot of people are full of shit. They will look back in hindsight and say, I didn't think that was a real film. Everyone did. Everyone did. I was in college, and it was the talk of the college. Like, have you seen this shit? What was the other one? And I got called a liar for fucking years because of it. It was The Sixth Sense. So at the end of The Sixth Sense, the whole cinema went, ooh, because of the twist. And I went, but he died in the beginning. Genuinely, I didn't see the twist in The Sixth Sense because I saw him die. I saw him bleed out and I was like, oh, he's fucking dead. Oh, look, he's a ghost. Nobody else is talking to him. It's the only time I've ever been that smart. Oh, seeing that, now and again, Mrs. Geek will look at me and I'm grinning and she's like, you've worked out the twist already, haven't you? And I'm like, yeah. Nesserake, I'm sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. Thank you for the $20. I had a similar experience with Blair Witch for the first time, except I live in Canada. I went camping in the middle of the woods, several kilometres away from civilization and roads. Only time I've ever been scared of the woods. It plays on your mind, especially that we'd had a little bit of the devil's lettuce that night, and we were like, oh, fuck. I was fine when I got to my mate's house, but in the woods, and you hear that, nah, going home. Got to go, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Anna Banana, I appreciate you. We are going to be sending everyone over to the Ouija Brothers in just a few seconds. So, everybody, thank you for chilling out on another fantastic Friday stream. Please go and check out the Ouija Brothers. The link is at the top of the chat. There is an extra video tomorrow. It'll never do well. It's about copyright claims. And I've been battling them all week. And I'll show how I battled it, how I won them. And maybe if you're a content creator, you can learn from it to cover your own channel. Or you can watch it and see how much graft we have to put in to make sure we appease these liars. It pisses me off. Anyway, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the Ouija Brothers. I'll be in the chat in a couple of seconds, but I'm going to go watch it in the living room with the wife. Much love to you all. Beardo. Out.
We me down and been on the forever in a row. Raw. Can I get a raw? Raw. Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a raw. Can I get a raw? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a bit whenever he's live. With the tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a raw? Raw. You can get a raw. Raw. The object of the day to put a smile on your face. All the fans know how much he appreciates. Raw. You can get a raw. Raw. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Weirdo's got your back, and just like that, you get a raw. Can I get a raw?
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.